Well, hello and great evening to each and every one of you. Lakeisha McKnight is here, and I want to welcome you to the Leadership TKO Night Show via podcast on the Leadership TKO radio station. Again, I am your host, Lakeisha McKnight, and I'm super excited to be here with each and every one of you tonight. It is about 9:02 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on this lovely Thursday, July 27th. And depending on where you are in the world, it's either earlier than this, of course, or later. But thank you so much for listening to this either live or on demand. I thank you so very much. It's just been a privilege being connected to you. And I only wish I could meet you in person. And it is possible to do that. But let me give you a little bit of a backdrop as to what we're here to do. This podcast, of course, is a part of the larger Leadership TKO radio station, and the station, Leadership TKO radio station, coupled with everything else we have going on with the brand Leadership TKO, is housed under a limited liability company, LLC, based in Chesapeake, Virginia, here in North America. And the name of this LLC is the International Leadership Education and Development Company. All right. We do have a location based in Nigeria, Africa as well. It's under the name of iLead SOE, or School of Empowerment. And so you can find that particular branch on Facebook. We'll try to include the link for the iLead SOE inside of the description area, along with a couple of other notes to help you along the way as you're following along with this brand. But the mission of the iLead company and the brand Leadership TKO is to partner up with associations, universities, small businesses, and faith-based organizations to build winning leaders. That's what we do, a part of this brand and a part of this company. And so I do encourage you to visit our website. Now, I can tell you this, that our website may look a little different right now. You're going to see a link shortly. Okay. It may not be right now at this moment, but you will see a link on the website where you can go straight to the main site if you want to learn more about the main company and what it is that we do. But you're going to probably see some information regarding some monumental event that's happened. I'm excited. I'm going to share with you more about that monumental event in just a moment. Before I do this, though, I do want to share and inform some people, some followers, some of those who are connected to this brand that are on Facebook. I'm going to let them know that we are indeed live right now so that they can join in and be with us at this particular moment. So I'm just going to go ahead and type in. All right. So I'm going to put in join me now live on the platform. Let's chat. Okay. Okay, here we go. So that's good. So I did that. So feel free, of course, to share this episode as well with other women, other men that you know, because I'm quite sure that they can be blessed by the information shared during this episode today. Because as you can see in the subtopic area, we're going to be talking about the campaign, but then also we're going to talk about the book's release. Okay, the book's release. And this is the TKO book. So I'm going to talk about that in just a few moments. And even as you're joining me here live on the podcast platform or the radio platform, I do want to let you know that we're going to share a little bit of information initially right now about a special subdivision, a part of Leadership TKO. Okay. And even while we're doing this, there are two things that you can do. Number one, you can like this episode if you find anything helpful or that you can relate to. There's a heart button if you're on the Spreaker platform or on the Leadership TKO Android app. Okay, so when you go to Google Play, it's Leadership TKO that you'll look for, and it's a free app that you can download. So if you're on the app, you can hit the like button if you've enjoyed this episode, but you can also hit the like button if you're on the Spreaker.com website and you're listening to us there. We're also live on the main website for the station, which is leadershiptkostation.com. So depending on where you're listening to this from, you'll be able to like the episode if you've enjoyed it. But if you are on the Android app there, or if you're on the Spreaker website, you can interact with me live. You can also leave comments. Even if we're not here, you can leave comments and we'll get back with you. We'll try to reply to you. Another way to engage with me and maybe some of the other leaders is if you connect with me on Facebook, because that's where I do a lot of my engagement on social media, on Facebook. Now, the links that I may share with you right now are going to be found in the description area after the live recording here. So if you're on Facebook, if you're a member of Facebook, which I believe the entire universe may be at this particular point, but the website address for my Facebook profile where we can connect and we can become friends, because I have a little bit of space left on my list, right? I haven't reached 5,000 just yet. I restarted it. At one point, I removed some individuals who, weren't really doing much. They didn't really have a profile image. So we did a little bit of spring cleaning on Facebook. And so there's a little bit of room left so we can connect and become friends on Facebook. My Facebook URL is facebook.com/L McKnight Speaks. That's LMCKNIGHTSPEAKS. L McKnight Speaks. Okay. Facebook.com/L McKnight Speaks is how we can connect on Facebook. And I encourage you to do this because there's so many great things that we share on my timeline, encouraging words for leaders or those of you who are aspiring to enhance your leadership. So get connected there. All right. So as I was mentioning before, with our subdivision, Leadership TKO for Women, of course, the whole focus is to really build winning leaders amongst women. So if you're a woman and you believe that you can use some leadership training and development, this subdivision is for you. But more specifically, the fuel, the fire behind this subdivision that's helping to push it forward is a campaign that was launched at the end of February, early March of this year. And the name of that campaign is the Born to Lead Global Women's Leadership Campaign. And I just want to clap it up for every one of you women who are listening, every one of you sisters listening right now, and you are a member of the campaign already. I salute you and I thank you for being on board with this particular global project. And it is indeed global because some of you listening right now, you're from other countries outside of the United States. And as a matter of fact, based on our stats, we're in over 20 countries. So we know that we're impacting women from all around the world. Okay, we're impacting women from Greece, from the Virgin Islands, from Nigeria and South Africa, from Croatia, the Republic of Korea, and so many other places around the world. And we have no one to give credit to but God Almighty, the Most High God. And so we give praise and thanks to Him because of what He's doing in this season of our lives. And this is the reason why we're divinely connected here today. There's a reason for that. And it's because we want to empower women. We want to help women to become stronger leaders. And if you're listening right now and you know that you're a woman and that you are born to lead, this is the time. This is the hour for you to get involved with the Born to Lead Global Women's Leadership Campaign. Because our campaign, that's right, our campaign is to what? Is twofold purposes to it. The first purpose is to promote a spirit of sisterhood amongst women so that we can become effective leaders. Sisterhood, connecting, empowering, edifying. I just want to build you up. I just want to encourage you so that you can reach your God-fulfilled purpose and destiny in life. That's what this campaign is doing. Building you up as a leader so that you can stand out in an organization you may be a part of, in a business that you're trying to build. That's what we're here to do. The second part of the mission for this campaign is to bring awareness to women's issues that are prevalent all around the world. Sex trafficking, wage inequality, sexual harassment, domestic violence, physical health issues like lupus, like cancer, heart disease, high blood pressure, all of these things. Okay? All of these things. Even fibromyalgia and all other concerns. We're bringing awareness to these issues and then discussing what solutions out there currently exist to remedy these concerns. And if they're not effective, we're going to come together to think about and we're going to pray about, God, what are some things that we can do to remedy these issues? Okay? That's the twofold nature of the mission of this campaign. And I just know that those of you ladies, sisters listening to this, if you believe that your personal mission in life or your business mission, for those of you who are entrepreneurs, if you believe that it's aligned with this campaign, we invite you to become a member of it. Join us. Join us. Don't just listen. Don't just be an observer. Listen, but also join in. Take action. Okay? It's not a lot that you need to do as a member. And of course, it doesn't cost you anything. $0 to be a member of this campaign. So I'm going to share with you right now how you can join this campaign tonight. Right now, as you're listening to it, even if it's daytime where you are right now. Here's how you can do it. On a laptop or a desktop, not a cell phone, I want you to visit a website, www.born2lead2017.com. Again, the website address is www.borntolead2017.com. Go to that website, right? And then at that point, I want you to complete the questionnaire that's going to pop up before you. Hit the submit button. It should take you to a Facebook group. And when you get there, request to join the group. And when you do that, myself or one of the leaders will let you into the group. And at that point, you will be an official campaign member. You can represent yourself, your household, your organization, the employer that you're with, right? It doesn't matter. But we want to welcome you on board if you decide to take action and be an action taker and be a part of this movement that we have going on. You see, we observed all of the movement, all of the things that were going on at the beginning of this year when, for the United States, of course, everyone was rooting for Hillary Clinton to get into position, right? And so it stopped and everything dropped after the election period was over. And I had a feeling that that was going to happen. So what happened, of course, is something just tugged on me in the inside. We know that it was no one but God to push this forward as a movement, not just, of course, a subdivision within a business, but a movement, something that will continue to move even when we're just sitting down and resting. You all in the other parts of the world can be moving this thing forward, right? And so we wanted to keep this thing going. And of course, when I was going through this particular project, we were thinking, okay, at the end of the year, 2017, this thing is going to end. But, okay, how can you end? How can you stop empowering women? How can you stop doing that? How can you stop when there are women from all around the world that still need to be touched and reached? So therefore, it's going beyond 2017. Now, there may be new leaders in place to propel and push this forward. But, of course, the ladies that helped to launch this will still be the foundational leaders. Those other 5 women include Takara Steele, Dr. Remy Douye, Cheryl Harris Sutton, Shalia McDaniel, and Maricela Messner are the women that helped to launch it and push it forward. But there's still going to need to be other women who will pick it up and keep running with it. And those women who are dedicated to the cause of empowering women to live on purpose now and forevermore will be able to be put in place to lead in 2018. And so I'm prayerfully asking God to pinpoint those women who will be able to do so in 2018. So we encourage you, even as you're listening right now, to get involved, because the only thing as a member you will be asked to do is to share information on social media and offline in your local community, right? By use of postcards, business cards, etc., about this campaign. That's it. That's the only job that you would have. Okay. And if you are on Facebook anyway, you can just hit the share button and you'll be well on your way. Of course, there are other ways to bring more attention to the campaign, but we'll share that with you on how to do that. So all you would need to do, your first step is to become a member yourself. Again, you would visit www.born2lead2017.com to be able to do that. I want to acknowledge a few women who are on the platform helping us out and posting in the comments area. We want to acknowledge Janine Harrod Brown. She's one of the leaders, a part of the campaign. We want to acknowledge, of course, Sandra Sakbanu. She's also on the platform right now, sharing information about the campaign, even as we're chatting right now. So thank you, ladies, for being here and engaging. Now, there may be more of you who are listening in, but of course, we can't see you because you might not be typing in at this moment. But thank you, ladies, for being here live on the platform. So, of course, let me shift right now and talk about some more great news. I wish I had like a drum roll, right? Special effect drum roll. Right? Right? I just want to let you know that the Leadership TKO book is now officially live and available on Amazon. So if you have not ran over to Amazon earlier when I made the announcement on social media, you can still do it right now. You can still do it right now because it's still there. If you visit www.leadershiptko.com, you can run over there and hit that button, that big old green button on the website, and it will head you on over and lead you to Amazon where you can buy your copy of the book, Leadership TKO. It's the foundational book. It will help you to understand more about Leadership TKO. Why was this thing started? How does it impact you as a parent, as an organizational member, or as an entrepreneur? How does it help you to grow and enhance your leadership ability? Right? Because we all know, just like my mentor, Dr. John Maxwell said, he says that your business, your effectiveness as a leader is dictated by your ability to lead. So if you can't lead well, you are not going to be effective as much as you want to. Your business is not going to be as successful as you would want it to be because you're not enhancing your leadership ability. LeadershipTKO.com. Leadership TKO, the book itself, will help you. It has those 12 foundational truths that will help you to grow as a leader in the home setting, in an organizational setting, or as an entrepreneur, as you're traveling to and fro and you're seeking to grow your business. We all know because I've been in those three particular scenarios, right? A part of organizations, right? Professional organizations. I've been, of course, and I still am a parent, and I'm probably going to be a parent for the rest of my life, right? I have two lovely children. Okay. And then, and of course, not to mention, of course, a few godchildren as well. But if I was to include those, I would have a whole football team because I'm like a godparent to like 10 other children. Yeah. Mm-hmm. No, that's how that happened. But a godparent to 10 other children. So I'm just praying, of course, and the God just save their parents and make sure their parents are on earth, because then the responsibility rests on my husband and I to be able to care for those children. But again, knowing what you need to do as a parent to lead, and then as an entrepreneur for sure. How do you lead? How do you enhance yourself as a leader so that your business can thrive and be successful? And so that's just some of the things we talk about inside of the Leadership TKO book. And those are the groups of individuals that this book is ideal for. Yeah. And we're going to be talking about some more great things, right? Day by day about the Leadership TKO book and pointing you in the direction of leadershiptko.com so that you can grab your book. Here's the deal. When you get your book, on one of the last pages in the back of the book, there's a link that you're going to want to go to grab a bonus. Yep, a bonus. So the link is on the back side of the book, and it's going to be a special bonus for those who decided to purchase the book. Right? The value of that bonus alone is worth about $297. Right? The value of the book. The bonus, that is. I'm sorry. But for those of you, there are some of you who are going to take like big action and you want to sow seeds of growth into the lives of other people. You're going to buy like 5 or more copies of the book. I already know that you are, because there are some leaders who are just kind of like, you know what, I'm going to take this thing a step further and I'm going to buy one for my aunt. I'm going to buy one for my uncle, my friend, my BFF. I'm going to buy one for my son or my daughter. I'm going to buy one for them as well. And when you do that, when you buy 5 or more copies and you show proof, right? You send proof via an email address, and the email address will be added into the description area of this episode. When you do that and you send us an email, a snapshot of your receipt, then at that point, we're going to send you a link to the Leadership TKO Facebook group. And in that group, you're going to get details on the live course. Yes. Now, the live course will begin in August. But here's the thing. Even if you come in and you grab 5 copies of the book a little later, you'll still be able to access the group and access the replays. So it's okay. It will be there for you. Even if you decide to get 5 copies later on, you'll still be able to get access to that group. Now, of course, this 5 book special is only going to be going on for the month of August, after which, of course, the course itself will be separated from the book. Okay, so just be aware that this 5 book or more special to get access to the live course will only be available for the month of August. So from now through the month of August, that's it. Okay. And the value of that home course is worth about $497. Okay, that live TKO course is going to be worth $497. The one video content that you're going to get when you buy the book is worth $297 itself. I know you're probably thinking, what kind of training is that? Right? I know you're probably thinking it's because it's a little lengthy. Okay, there's a lot of great content in it and it's very lengthy. And we do also have a PDF that you'll be able to download. So this is the reason why the value of that one bonus there is so much. Okay, so again, be sure to tell your colleagues and organizations that they want to get a copy of this book. It will transform the health, the culture of every organization that decides to buy copies for the leaders of their groups. The website you want to go to, once again, leadershiptko.com is where you want to go. Right now, of course, when you go to the website, it's going to be obvious of where to get your book because that's the first screen that you're going to see. But gradually, of course, we're going to change it back to the main website's homepage. And there will be a button. There will be something that pops up that says, click here to grab your copy of the book. And there may be a different process, just to let you know. There may be a slightly different process, okay? So just keep that in mind. Certain things may change gradually. But for right now, I'm just letting you know for at least about a week on Amazon, the cost of the book is $9.97 on Amazon. But then after which the price of the book is changing to its original price that it will be on Amazon, which would be probably about $14.97. So right about now, you're saving about $5 or so during this launch week. Okay. You're saving about $5, after which it just goes back to $14.97. All right. So just keep that in mind. I also will share that in the description area, what you're probably going to see is a place where you can get your ticket. For those of you in the Maryland, the Virginia, the North Carolina or DC area, we're having a boot camp on August 13th. So you still want to get your ticket for this event. Now, it's not just going to be myself that's going to be presenting and training, but there will be 3 other women with me who are going to be training and presenting at this event. So keep that in mind. We're going to have a leadership boot camp, a lady CEO leadership boot camp on August 13th. So we're going to be live celebrating the launching of the Leadership TKO book, but not just that. We're also going to be having that lady CEO leadership boot camp at the same time. All right. And that link for the boot camp and getting your ticket for that will also be included in the description area tonight. So make sure you let ladies know in your area. For those of you listening and you're from this area, make sure you let the important ladies in your life know to grab their ticket. Grab their ticket. They want to get their ticket ASAP. ASAP. So again, we went over today information about the campaign, the Born to Lead Global Women's Leadership Campaign. We also talked about the Leadership TKO book and its availability starting today, and it will be available as long as we're able to have it available, but definitely right now on Amazon. Okay. On Amazon. So I just want to say thank you. Now, I do want to give you a heads up for those of you who are campaign members, right? We're preparing for our interviews, our global reality show interviews that are going to commence and continue in the month of August. Normally on Thursday nights at 9:00, we're having the TKO global reality show, but we're preparing for that in August. Okay. In August. So we have 4 women who are in place to be interviewed on those Thursdays. Now, I know things are going to shift slightly in October because I will be in Nigeria for part of the time there. So during a Thursday or 2 Thursdays in October, I know we're not going to have the show at all, simply because I will be out of the country. All right. And of course, what we may have to do is there may be some recording in advance, but there will be some content available for you to access. We're just going to be recording those early. Okay. They'll be recorded early and they'll be released to you so that you can listen to them. Okay. So I just want to say thank you to those listening in tonight, participating. Hit that like button to let us know that you've enjoyed what you've heard tonight or today, depending on what time you're listening to this. But we're going to be back here tomorrow night at 9:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So don't worry. But of course, until tomorrow, I do encourage you to think, to speak, and to live leadership.